Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the very first time I've ever been grounded, and it actually happened last year, but I'll talk a bit more about that later. And I have Slither.io playing in the background, and I know all the other YouTubers have been playing it and a lot, and it's because I didn't have much else to record, and I decided why not have this as a background video. But yeah, what happened was, like, I'm just gonna get into how I got suspended. But it was last year at the end of the year. The reason why I got suspended, it was because on the bus, I felt like the realest G and all that. Yeah. And really, I just had 4 lighters and a pocket knife, and it was a fairly nice pocket knife also. It was a Swiss Army one. And I was burning holes in the seats and writing on the seat with permanent marker. And I felt like I was the coolest kid on the bus, but really I wasn't. I was stupid, and you should never do stuff like that to school buses and other people's property. But yeah, I was burning holes in the seats and writing on it with permanent marker and other stuff. And the day this actually happened, it was on graduation day of grade 8, since I was in grade 8. And I felt really cool, but I'm not very good at talking about this stuff. I'm not very good at talking in general, and that's why I don't really use voice in my videos. But later that day, I was in English class, and I was just reading my book, like normal, like every other day. And the principal comes in asking for me, and usually that never happens, so I got concerned. And then he asked me to go in the hallway, so then I went in the hallway, and he asked me where my locker was. So then my heart just completely dropped, and I had no clue what to do at this point. And I showed him my locker. I had a lock on it, so then he told me to unlock it, and I unlocked it. And then he told me to grab my bag, and I did, and he told me to come down to the office with him, and I did. And then since there's 2 entrances to the office, he went through one way, and he told me to go around to the other side. And as I was walking to the other side, is in this long hallway, and to my right there's a bunch of benches for like cafeterias and stuff. And as I was walking there, I knew he probably knew about what happened on the bus and such. So then I grabbed all my lighters and my pocket knife, or not my pocket knife, I put my pocket knife in my back pocket, and I threw all 4 lighters under the cafeteria tables. And he caught me right as I was doing that, but he didn't know what I was doing, so he probably knew, but he's asked me what I did, and I told him that I was just grabbing a pencil. I know, stupid excuse, but I was on the spot and I had no idea what to say, because I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, I'm just hiding my lighters. But he caught me, and well, he didn't catch me at that moment. He told me, why would you need a pencil? So then I said, I don't know if I need to sign anything or anything like that. And that happened, and then he told me to just get into his room, and I did. And he told me to sit down, and he started asking me all these questions about what happened today on the morning bus, and I kept lying and saying I didn't do anything because I didn't want to get caught, of course. And so I kept saying I didn't do anything, and then he pulled out these pictures from the seat I was destroying and stuff. It was the very, very back seat on the right hand side of the bus, and because I only did it to that seat, no other seat I did it to, and he thought, because there were 3 other seats around me, that had burn marks and stuff in it, and he was blaming it on me and all that stuff, like lighter marks and stuff, but it wasn't me. I only did it on the one seat. And what happened was, he kept asking me who did that, and I kept telling him nobody. And then he told me to empty my bag, and I emptied it, and there was no lighters or anything. And he said, well, where'd you put them? And then I said, put what? He said, the lighter and the marker. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, sir. And then he said, you know exactly what I'm talking about, so stop lying. And he told me to empty my pockets, and so I did. But since the pocket knife was in the back pocket, he didn't ask me to empty out my back pockets. So he told me to take off my shoes, and I did. And then he told me to empty out my back pockets, and then I did that. And after I emptied out my back pockets, he found the pocket knife, and he took it and put it on the front of his desk so he could keep it there. And he said, wait right here for a minute. Then he went into the hallway where all the cafeteria tables are, looked around, looked under the cafeteria tables. This is what I'm guessing. I'm not completely sure because I was still in his room. And he came back with nothing, and he said, so where are the lighters? And I said, I don't know. And he said, there's 4 lighters that you had. And I said, I don't know where they are. And he said, are you sure? Stop lying right now. And I said, I don't know. So then he says, okay, go get the lighters now or you're gonna be suspended. And then I said, okay, fine. And then I went and grabbed the 4 lighters, and I brought them in and gave it to him. And then he said, so why'd you lie to me? And I said, because I didn't want to get in trouble. And he said, I had evidence that you did it, and you're the only person that sits in that seat. And I said, okay, well, I'm sorry, thinking that everything was gonna be okay. But really, nothing happened, or nothing was okay. And I did get suspended on graduation day with the grad dance and all that. But I still was allowed to go to the grad dance since it's after school at around 7 p.m. And I was just suspended for the last few days of school, so I didn't have to go to school the last few days. And that's basically the story. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, and maybe leave a comment giving suggestions about videos I should do in the future or game ideas, and that's pretty much it. Peace out.